right, so once my dog is standing and looking at me, looking me in the eyes is what I'm looking for. Yes. Once I have that, then I'm going to start presenting our first retrieving object to him. This is just a piece of PVC pipe, right? So I'm going to walk this towards him, but what I need from him is that eye contact first, and that eye contact is what makes me move towards him. Okay, so I have eye contact, we'll start walking towards him, right? Standing up. I want him pulling against whatever he's back tied to. Yes. I want him looking at me and pulling towards whatever, or pulling against whatever he's back tied towards to touch this. Yes. So Archer's already done some of this work, right? We've already shaped this for him. But I want him actively pulling against this resistance of the back tie. And then all I care about first is just, will he touch this pipe with his face? And as long as we have that, I'll keep rewarding that. And then I will wait until he opens his mouth to put this in his mouth. And just a little bit of opening to put his mouth over the pipe, I'll start marking and rewarding that. And then we're going to gradually build this until he'll hold the object in his mouth. So I'm going to present this object to him. Yes. And then pay. Yes. When I mark, he must release the object. So I'm not going to take that from him. Right? I'm not going to take it from him. I want him to drop it when I mark. Yes. You're very polite, setting it down on the ground instead of dropping it on the floor there, buddy. Not looking at me, so I'm going to wait. Yes. 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 Now what we're going to work on is having him hold it for progressively longer periods of time. We don't have any pressure in this exercise yet. It's just shaping with positive reinforcement. Yes. And I'm going to choose to mark when he's holding it calmly. So if he's chewing on it at all or anything like that, I'm not going to reward that. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until we have a moment where his mouth is calm. He's just holding it gently. Yes. And I'm also going to wait for eye contact with me while he's holding it before I mark. Yes. 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 So a couple of things I would change about this setup. Since we just came in to kind of shoot these videos and I used what I had, is I would move these eye bolts on these two posts up higher so that he can't lay down when he's in this spot. It would be ideal if he couldn't sit as well. So if I had a way to kind of hook something around his waist so that he had to stay standing up, that would be good too. And this is all about just restricting what he's able to do so that he doesn't have to think very hard about what action is earning him a reward. So the fact that he's laying down sometimes when he's holding the object isn't necessarily going to cause me any issues. It's just allowing for some variability that could make this process a bit slower. So you don't need to worry about it a ton, but it is a thing that I would change about how we have this set up right now. But if you guys can get this work done prior to us starting the class, then we won't have to use so much pressure on the dogs to get them to accept the object into their mouth, because that's already been a highly rewarding activity. We're still going to go through the action of doing mouth placements, so physically opening their mouth and placing the object in there, but it's going to be a lot less bothersome for them when they already know what we're asking for before we teach the pressure. So it's really helpful in maintaining the dog's positive attitude if we can teach them a concept and then teach them the pressure that we'll use to enforce the concept separately, and then start putting them together. And that's what we'll begin doing in class.